Good morning children. Today we are going to discuss the exercises from page 56 and 57 from the chapter acids, bases and salts. Okay, so we will move to the first question. First question is state differences between acids and bases. So what are the differences between acids and bases? We know that acids are sour in taste, isn't it? And what about bases? They are bitter in taste, right? Okay. Then what else? We know about litmus. Okay. In acid, what is the color of the litmus? If you dip red or blue litmus in acid, they will turn into red, isn't it? For red litmus, no color change, and for blue litmus, blue will turn into red color. Okay. And in bases, blue, right? So if you dip a red litmus paper in a base, the color will change into blue color. The third difference, you can write the color change with any of the indicator. We have learned the color changes with many indicators like phenolphthalein, methyl orange, China rose, litmus, so many are there. Okay. So here we have written China rose indicator. China rose indicator is a natural indicator, right? So when we add China rose indicator into acid, it will give a dark pink color, while when you add China rose indicator into a base, which will give dark green color. Okay, clear? You can write the color change with any indicator. Okay. Question number 2. Ammonia is found in many household products such as window cleaners. It turns red litmus blue. What is its nature? So as it turns red litmus to blue, what is the nature of that substance? It is a base, isn't it? So here is the answer. The nature of the ammonia is basic. You can see in the picture red litmus turning into blue, indicating that ammonia is a base. Okay. Question number 3. Name the source from which litmus solution is obtained. What is the use of this solution? So we know that litmus solution is extracted from a plant called lichens, isn't it? So here you can see the picture of lichens. Okay. Then it is used as an indicator to distinguish between acids and bases. So here you can see the picture is given. Alright, so we'll move to the question number 4. Is the distilled water acidic, basic or neutral? How would you verify it? What is distilled water? Distilled water means pure water. Nothing is added. No impurities, no salt is added. Okay, it is pure water. So what is the nature of distilled water? Is it acidic, basic or neutral? We know that distilled water is neutral in nature. How can you verify it? Simply by using litmus papers, isn't it? When we dip red litmus paper or blue litmus paper in water, there will not be any color change because it is neutral in nature, right? Moving to question number 5. Describe the process of neutralization with the help of an example. What is neutralization? We know that when an acid and a base mixed each other, what will happen? They will chemically react each other and two products, salt and water, are produced. This chemical reaction is called neutralization reaction. So the general chemical formula is given here. Acid plus base will give you salt and water. Also heat is evolved, right? So when you touch the beaker or the test tube, wherever the reaction is taking place, it will become hot. Okay. So one example is given: sodium hydroxide, which is a base, hydrochloric acid, which is an acid. When they react each other, what will happen? One salt named sodium chloride and water are produced along with heat energy. See here in this picture, this is acid, this is a base, the salt and water are produced. Clear? Okay, we will move to the next one. Question number 6. So you have to write true or false. If it is true, you have to mark T, and if it is false, you have to mark it as F. Nitric acid turn red litmus blue. Is it correct? We know that acids will turn blue litmus to red. Therefore, this statement is false, right? Sodium hydroxide turns blue litmus red. So, what is the nature of sodium hydroxide? Sodium hydroxide is a very strong base, right? So, what will happen? When you dip a red litmus in sodium hydroxide, it will turn into blue color. So, this is also false, right? Now, sodium hydroxide and hydrochloric acid neutralize each other and form salt and water, which is correct, right? So, a base and an acid react to each other to form salt and water, which is called neutralization reaction, which is true. Indicator is a substance which shows different colors in acidic and in basic media or basic solutions, which is true, right? They show different colors. Tooth decay is caused by the presence of a base. Actually, tooth decay is caused by the presence of an acid, because when the food remainings are left in our mouth, what will happen? Bacteria will degrade it and acids are produced, isn't it? Okay. So, tooth decay is caused by the presence of a base is false. Alright. So, here are the answers. Okay. So, we already discussed. Shall we move to question number 7? Yes. Question number 7. Doji, a person, has a few bottles of soft drink in his restaurant, but unfortunately these are not labeled. He has to serve the drink on the demand of customers. One customer wants acidic drink, another wants basic, and third one wants neutral drink. How will Doji decide which drink is to be served to whom? Okay. So, how can we check the nature of these liquids? Simply by using a litmus paper, isn't it? So, what will happen if we dip a blue litmus paper in acid? It will turn into red color. Okay. And if we dip a red litmus in a base, what will happen? It will turn into blue color. And if the drink is neutral, what will happen? No color change will be observed for both the litmus papers, I mean blue litmus and red litmus papers. Alright, clear? Okay. Question number 8. Question number 8. 3 questions are there. Here is the first question. An antacid tablet is taken when you suffer from acidity. Okay. So, what is acidity? Acidity is the excess acid produced in our stomach due to some reason, indigestion and all. Okay. So, how can we treat, how can we cure that one? By taking a mild base, isn't it? So, antacid tablet contains a mild base, which is milk of magnesia or magnesium hydroxide. This is a mild base. Okay. So, what will happen? This base will react with the excess acid and neutralize the excess acid's effect, and thus it will give us relief. Okay. Moving to the next question. Calamine lotion is applied on the skin when an ant bites. Okay. So, what is happening when an ant bites us? We know that when an ant is biting you, it will inject an acid which is called formic acid or methanoic acid into our body. So, when you apply calamine lotion contains zinc carbonate, which is basic in nature. So, what will happen? The basic zinc carbonate will neutralize the effect of formic acid. Okay. So, what will happen? We will get relief. Is that clear? Okay. We will move to C. Factory waste is neutralized before disposing it into the water bodies. So, we know that factory waste mainly contain acids. Okay. So, what will happen if it directly dumped into water bodies? It will affect the aquatic plants and animals. So, what happens? it has to be neutralized with a base before disposing into water bodies. Clear? Okay. Moving to question number 9. 3 liquids are given to you. One is hydrochloric acid, another one is sodium hydroxide, and third is a sugar solution. How will you identify them? You have only turmeric indicator. Enough, right? So how will you test a neutral, a base and an acid with turmeric indicator? So turmeric indicator will not show any color change with neutral or with acidic media. Okay. But with a base, the turmeric indicator will show red color. You can see in the picture, this is with an acid or a neutral substance. Here it is with a base, red color showed by turmeric indicator. Alright. Blue litmus paper is dipped in a solution. It remains blue. What is the nature of the solution? Explain. Okay. So when we dip a blue litmus paper in a solution, if it does not change the color, it can either be a base or a neutral substance, isn't it? So it can be either basic or neutral in nature. Clear? Shall we move to the next one? Question number 11. Consider the following statements. Both acids and bases change color of all indicators. Is that true? Both acids and bases change color of all indicators. For example, turmeric is not showing any color change in acidic media. So that statement is not correct. If an indicator gives a color change with an acid, it does not give a change with a base. No, it's not like that. If an indicator gives a color change with an acid, it can give a color change with a base also, isn't it? So here the second statement is also wrong. For example, if you add methyl orange to a base which will show yellow color, when you add the methyl orange into an acid which will show red color. Okay. Now, if an indicator changes color with a base, it does not change color with an acid. It's not like that. If an indicator changes a color with a base, it can change the color with an acid also. Okay. Now, change of color in an acid and a base depends on the type of the indicator. That is true, right? So, depends upon the type of indicator, different colors are shown by acids and bases. So, which of these statements are correct? So, from these discussion, we know that the fourth one is only the correct option. Okay. So, fourth option is correct. Okay. So, here we completed all the exercises. Hope you understood clearly. So, in the next class, we will have a revision and we will take a test paper also. Okay. So, next week we will meet again. Till then, take care and bye-bye.